Добрый день всем, мы продолжаем, это вновь Нуар. Ой, продолжаем.
Patch up, princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
Мы продолжаем, мы до сих пор играем за Джека Келса, и нам надо... Блин, блокнот опять. Почему-то нам пишут больницы, что здесь... Мы идем с вами, можно сказать, продолжаем, точнее, играть за Джека Келса. И, можно сказать, нас в прошлой серии чуть не убили. Мы попали в больницу. И это было очень жестко. Ну, посмотрите предыдущую серию просто, и все. Чтоб не тут. Теперь мы едем, в принципе, без всяких этих. Мы уже реально, как я... Мы уже реально подходим с вами к концу. Да, на самом-то деле уже реально скоро уже будет финал, так что это круто, и давайте уже реально поднажмем. Марафон, можно сказать, продолжается у меня. Я записываю уже третью серию уже подряд. Ну, конечно, после отдыха небольшого. Немножечко там 15 минут перерыв сделал, потому что действительно перед делом таким. Так. Да, ну надо вопрос. Так, здесь закрыто. Ага, сюда.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis, I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options.
Блин, это капец просто.
Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
Охренеть. А это, по-моему, наш начальник, или нет? Да ладно, ты что, серьезно? Ох ты ж!
How old are you, princess?
16, mister?
Ах ты извращенец.
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
You take
13?
love where you can find it as you get older.
Love?
Jack.
That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed, you're leaving.
She will only come back.
Ах ты ж, какая ты все-таки...
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe?
Твою
What
мать,
bribe?
зачем я...
How can you accuse
А
me
че я
of
ложь
benefiting the
нажал?
head
У
of
меня
the
ведь
company?
доказательств нет никаких. Ух, мне доказать тень.
Maybe you didn't hear what I said. You're fired.
Твою
The way
мать.
this company is run is no longer any of your goddamn affair.
Ой,
Why
я
did they
случайно не
pay
тот
off in the
вопрос.
Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
Ну давай сомнения.
Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file, if you know what to look for.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Ну вот опять у меня 2. Блин, ты... Твою мать.
Now help me up, Jack, and I'll give you a 10-minute start before I go for the phone.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Один вопрос, блин. Может быть, заново начать?
What exactly do you expect to
Да
find,
хотя
Jack?
похрен, ладно. Не хочу я заново ничего начинать. Еще время тратить сейчас на это. Ну, блин, нет.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
А чё здесь и улик-то нет нигде? Все. А, во, нашел.
I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know
What
why.
exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
Вот, наверное, было на сначала все-таки найти доказательства, а потом что-то предъявлять. Ну ладно, один вопрос только завалили. 2 вопроса завалили. А Брей, это все? Секунду. Да не, нет.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
Давай, давай быстрее, боже, 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 боже. Так. А, ну все, только 2 странички. Ну все.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Пока. Все, живи здесь. Ну, ребят, я прошу прощения, но просто я не знал. Судя по всему, у меня просто сейчас улики прибавились, да? Ну, Не знаю, может быть договор, конечно, потому что надо было сначала, наверное, исследовать домик этот, а потом уже предъявлять ему. Что я не подумал. Ну ладно. Ладно, ничего страшного, можно сказать. Поехали отсюда.
All the way from Indianapolis. Let's hear us.
I'm just going up to my office party. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Поехали.
I got a call back for that universal phone sign. I'll never find out.
Угу.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't
А,
want?
мы опять сюда вернулись.
I don't know what makes you think it's stupid, but it really works. So, you gonna see your married man again? I think that man's good.
Угу.
Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
Ну, здесь, по-моему, я все уже смотрел.
There's got to be more in these files. There's something else in that report. I know it.
Что-то еще, а что еще-то? А, смотрите, он может теперь вот здесь. Может, еще раз почитаешь? Может, сработает скрипт какой-нибудь. А что по сути еще? Я же все вроде бы разобрал. Ну, здесь все уже. Нет, он что-то еще искать. А именно вот эту папку надо посмотреть. Что я тогда не понимаю. Ну, открываю. Во! Наконец-то.
34 degrees, 4 minutes,
Я уже
29
думаю,
seconds
ребят.
north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Опа.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
Sorry to hear that, Jack. sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Мне вот удивляет, что он только один ходит, без напарника, без всего.
Hello there.
Знакомые места.
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks.
Знакомое место, честно. Ладно, наверх он сказал. Черт, я не сюда пришел. Я, кажется, понял, куда нам надо было идти. Погоди, можно я еще журнал зайду? Что-то я не прочитал правильно. Он сказал вверх по лестнице, но здесь как бы мы еще. Давай сюда зайдем.
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
Боже, это я буду полдня искать. А, это не то. Нет. Переведи. Как странно, но имеет что вообще, в принципе. Будем, значит, так искать. Так, что того и того же. Так, на пустом поле. Блин, сейчас везде буду, везде потыкал. Везде уже потыкал. Давайте следующую. Блин, так мы тут буду я 2 часа, наверное, искать. Да. Да блин, здесь может даже нет такого имени-то. Так, блин, давайте им читать. Во! Блин, надо было сразу сюда. Ну чё ж, я вообще, честно, не разбираюсь в этих списках, потом серьезно говорю, но... Во, наконец-то.
Courtney, for God's sake, what's he got to do with this?
А, все!
I'd like
О,
information on a
минут
plot
5,
of
наверное,
land.
потратил.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me.
Теперь-то что нам делать с вами? А, нет, что я это случайно.
I believe that is in the Wilshire area. Here.
Это что такое?
4 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. It was 34.4.29 latitude. And I'm looking for 118.17.58 on the longitudinal axis.
Ну, по сути-то все. А, нет, не все, еще надо вертеть. Да.
4 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes,
17 минут. А, все,
8
понял.
seconds west.
Во. Все.
The lot number's 1876.
Понял, что он имел в виду, ребятки. Ну, прошу прощения, опять же, потому что так долго думаю, ну, просто реально. Это очень странно, честно, ну, блин. Непонятно, на самом деле. Думаешь, вроде правильно все, а нет.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
Ну, ты, блин, еще лучше.
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
18, погоди, журнал. 76. Так, что дальше там разделить? Ага. Офигенно. Калькулятор, конечно.
Divided by 90,000.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day?
Так, ага, вот. Нашел.
Let's see what the site is worth to them.
Подожди, что ты имеешь в виду-то? Нам надо найти чего?
1876988.
Ага, понял я. Так, вот это, по-моему.
The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Вы опять они! Ну посмотрите.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the gas.
Let's see if I can't put that right between your eyes.
Где он? Тупое прицеливание, блин. Ой! На! Сдохни! Господи, слава богу. Наконец-то мы их убили. Ох, я так и думал, честно, на самом деле, то, что мы когда-нибудь встретим еще. Потому что мы их там просто оставили.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack.
Опа, опять.
You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy.
Куда идут? Иду. Где? А, вот он. Фелпс, что ли, звонит? А, нет.
Who's asking?
Leland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Он позвонил. Ну все, я так полагаю, да? Нам надо в особняк ехать. Блин, тут стрелять, наверное, придется жестко.
I appreciate the help, all of you.
А, нет, это свои, оказывается.
I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Pelelu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Throw down your gun again. Move up. Right, somebody.
Чё ж вас так много-то? Прям так много. Много очень.
No shot! No shot! Moving!
All right, men, hold the perimeter.
Красавцы, парни.
I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
Хочешь что-то хорошее сделать? Чё ты за чужих? Вот так. Чтобы не мало ли встанет еще.
Weapons on the ground now!
Ой! Да как меня бесит это автоприцеливание здесь? На. Автоприцеливание не очень удобно здесь, как бы в голову попасть нельзя, блин. Надо было... Ну, я не люблю автоприцеливание, так вообще сложно без автоприцеливания. Ух ты ж.
You're You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women. Monroe! Where are you, damn it?
Блин, спрятался еще. Когда же закончится перестрелка-то? Монро! А, нет. Так, ну где ты уже? Здесь? Наконец-то. Наконец.
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard. What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
Опа, газета, 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 газета.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down. Please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot believe that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hope that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
Все, что ли, он сдох? Жалко, конечно, но... Мне кажется, вообще последнее дело...
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
Мне кажется, последним делом мы будем убивать этого доктора. 10-13. Мне кажется, я уже где-то газету точно где-то уже, наверное, не заметил. сюда.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the links these sons of bitches would go to.
Ну, давайте сейф посмотрим.
Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
Так. Ну, то же самое, в принципе. Мы это уже видели.
I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe. That's a hell of a payroll.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Nutcase, he did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Ну, вызовет, мне кажется, как-то. Сейчас заползет до телефона-то. Хорошо, хорошо. Дело не похвально, но... Судя по всему, не похвально, потому что вопрос. Если бы было два вопроса, было бы, наверное, похвально. А так, вот один вопрос. Но, в принципе, нормальное дело, не сильно сложно. Вопрос единственный. А так-то, ну, не сильно, уж такое тоже. Так уж могу разбираться где.
Hey, Mr. Jack. There's a statewide APB out on him.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
With the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon and we have to be on the other side.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
Поедем обязательно. Мы поедем уже в следующей серии. А пока что спасибо всем за просмотр. Это была игрушка под названием LA Noir. До новых встреч. Наконец-то будем опять играть за Коул Фелпса. Наконец, тоже, честно, за него мне больше так отсыграть, чем за Джека Келса. Ну ладно. Увидимся с вами в следующей серии. Игрушка была LA Noir. Всем удачи, всем пока.